show you how to take the headrests off of the rear bench. It just makes it a lot easier, and particularly if, like us, you don't need the headrests. There's only 2 of us and a dog, but this just makes it a lot easier. We haven't got to flaff around with folding headrests, and we've got space now underneath the bench when we move it forwards. How to remove the headrests, take it off, and what I'm going to do to put them back. And on the headrest, you'll see there's 2 on the side. There's 2 plastic covers either side. You have to prise these off very carefully. Small screwdriver or something, but very carefully. You'll see they prise open quite easily. However, you can see they've got some lugs. So the lugs here hold these clips in. Now you need to get these lugs out. Now, however, there is one lug at the back here that you need to saw off or cut off with a knife to enable this to swing up. So I'm going to have a go at cutting it off now with a hacksaw. So we've got one nail done. As you can see, the lug sits somewhere around about here, and I've just, when I had it down here, I'll just push this back to show you. I hacksawed that off, and then this whole arm will just swing up. And you need to swing this plastic piece up because you want to get access to a C-pin here. It's a retaining pin. There's one either side, and this holds the headrest in. And what we're going to do is knock these C-pins inwards about 25mm, and that will allow the headrest to come up. So I'm going to have a go now. I'm going to get the other cover up on the other side, and I'll show you what happens with that. I've just prised this cover off. This one's actually got a bit more gap than the other side, and you can see this is the lug that we need to saw off to enable this to swing upwards. You don't want to break these lugs off because these ones will hold the clip in place. However, I mean, if you do any damage, you can just glue these back on, but this is the one you need to get off. This one's now free. What I've had to do, there's a lug on the back side of this one as well. I've had to take that one off with a saw. These outer edges, so there's one on this side, and then obviously the outer edge on the other side. They seem to have 2 plastic clips, lugs that you need to saw off, where the inside ones don't. So take those 2 off, and it just spins loose like that. Okay, right, so now we're ready to knock the pins out. As I say, there is a pin there, and there is a pin over that side. Okay, so to knock those pins out, you need a 5mm pin punch. Make sure the pin puncher has got a long shaft, not tapered. A tapered shaft won't work. You need a long shaft with at least 25mm at the 5mm diameter. And what I've just done, I've literally just punched this one out. So what happens, you just hit it with the hammer all the way through, and I've marked it with a bit of tape, 25mm in, and I've punched that through to the tape is hit the side there, and that pin will now be free. So I've got to do the other side, but this one is now exposed and this headrest is now free. So to do this one, I've opened the door, as I need to swing the hammer. I mean, it would be more helpful if I actually took off the seat covers, but anyway, so we're going to punch this one out. I'm at the tape, so that should now release. There we go, one headrest off. After taking the headrest off, this is what you look like. You've got your 2 clips either side, and basically what you're going to do is just bend those back, spin these down, push them back in, and the same the other side, like that. And that one's gone in here really well. I'm going to do the same on the other side, but I'm not going to touch that one just yet because we've got you can see there's a black clip in here, and what I need to do in this hole here, I need to put a bit of dowel in, and that, if I clip this one back out again, I'll show you. this clip here, I don't know if you can quite see that on the camera, but there's a black plastic clip that's got a hole in it. What you need to do is put a bit of doweling in here, and I'm using a bit of 12mm doweling. You only need to do it on one side, and it just holds this black plastic clip in place. And that black clip is connected to this button, which holds this catch here. So when you push the thing up, it catches on to the back of the seat base, a bit like this. So the doweling, as you can see, I've put the doweling in this side already. I'll push the clip down, which allows me to pull this down if I need to. You can easily take this out, and then I can push it back up again, and it's the doweling that holds the clip in place. Okay. Okay, so I've now installed some rubber grommets on the headrest just to finish that off. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mention before, we've got seat covers. So this is not the original outside. You can just pull it off, you can see the original seat covers there, but yeah, we've got the grommets in both sides. Look, just finish it off, look nice and tidy. And again, you can pull the lever down and pull these forwards if you need to. I don't see why you'd ever want to now you've got the headrests off, but they clip back in, as I say, with that piece of doweling in here. Now that piece of doweling, if I just pull this grommet off to show you, I've cut the doweling down, and let me just open it up again to show you. There we go. I've cut that doweling down. It's now 75mm, it's not 85mm. And again, if you need to get that out, you can put a screw in there and it will just pull out, and you can put the headrest back in. In fact, I may even do that just to show you. I'm going to show you now, if you want to put the headrest back, what you do. So I'm going to take the rubber grommets off. As I said before, these are 12mm, and I will put a link in the description below. But to get the dowel out, as you can see, the dowel's just in there. Put a screw in, and I've already previously put this screw into this dowel, so it should go in fairly easy. Just give it a little turn just to nip it out. There you go. That will come out. Now get your headrest. It's a bit difficult doing this holding the camera at the same time, but we'll do our best. Get your headrests, and that should now just go straight in. And then now you can use the headrest as per normal. Back up and take the headrest out when you're finished. Put your doweling back in and unscrew your screw, and then rubber grommets. You can put your rubber grommets back in. Again, it's easier to do this whilst not holding the camera, but anyway, just to show you how it's done. There you go, easy as that. I hope you found that quite useful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want me to do some more how-tos, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see how we get on. Thanks for watching.